We're going to study about work in thermodynamics, and we'll do the derivation too. So, whether the work is work done by the system, whether it's work done by the system or it's work done on system, or it's simply work done on the system, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we're gonna understand it with the diagram. Okay, for example, here I have two cylinders. Okay, and this is basically the walls of the cylinder, which are basically isolated, which is made from a material which is isolated, means which cannot conduct heat. But yeah, its base is made up of something which can actually conduct heat. So this, in simple words, let me just write it over here. So this is basically heat conducting. Okay, and these are basically insulating, and as you know, insulator cannot conduct heat. Okay, and this line over here is basically piston. Okay, now here the pressure will be applied. I will use, I think, blue for it. Pressure, and this is the volume of the cylinder. Okay, means the gas inside it. This is the volume of the cylinder. Okay, and this is the internal energy. Okay, and this is basically the heat which we will provide actually. Okay, so I think this diagram is clear. So this basically recognize the heat energy. This is basically piston. Okay, and piston is basically something, if you increase the heat here, and if the quantity increase, the piston will be automatically go up. Okay, this you will understand further in the lecture. Okay, and this pressure is basically the atmospheric pressure. Okay, this pressure is simply the atmospheric pressure. Okay, atmospheric pressure is something which is applied on everything, on human body, on us all. Okay, anything, each and every material. Okay, now what if I increase, or what if I provide heat to this cylinder? Okay, heat to this cylinder. So what will happen? The first thing will happen is its volume will be increased. Okay, its volume will be increased. Like, simply the first thing which will happen is this piston will get up, same as this one. The piston will get up, the first thing. So simply the volume will be increased. The volume will be increased, and there will be a change in internal energy. Okay, there will be a change in internal energy, and as you can see, this was our previous piston. The previous piston was still here, so it have also an increase in height. Okay, the height has also been increased. Okay, as I have provided heat to the cylinder. Okay, so basically the gas enclosed in a system by the molecule piston. So the gas is enclosed by a so in simple words, if I can explain piston, so it's basically gas enclosed in a system by a molecule, which is basically called piston. Okay, now let's go further. So now we'll come to the mathematical term. mathematically. Okay, so as you can simply that we have here work done is equals to F and H, which is our equation 1. Okay, product of. Now here H is basically, W is basically the work done, whatever happened. Okay, one more thing, we can also call it V2, and we can call it V1, the final and the initial and the final. Okay, so this is basically the equation of work done. So here we have pressure. Okay, and the formula of pressure is force by area. We can write it also as F is equal to PA, as it was dividing and now it's multiplying. We have changed the position. Okay, now what we will do, we'll put the value of F in equation 1. Put value of F in equation 1. Okay, so what was the equation 1? This was basically equation 1. Okay, so we'll put the value of F in equation 1. Okay, let's do that. So W is equal to PA multiplied by H. Okay, now as you guys know that area is 2-dimensional while this is 1-dimensional. Okay, what this 2-dimensional means, area is basically like, in simple words, when you multiply area by height, A multiplied by H is equal to length multiplied by width multiplied by height. And this 3, length, width and height, when collapsed, is also called volume. Like the sum of length, width and height is called volume. So can we write volume instead of A and H? Yes, we can. So this will be simply, the final equation will come as W is equal to P delta V. You can also write it work done, delta W is equal to P, as I told you, the final and the initial. And here I'm written final and initial. You can write in whatever way you wish. I think it's understand and it's all clear. That's all for today. Bye bye.